programs. Okay, I have my wonderful people here with me for morning. It's a great morning in the city of Lagos, Ikeja to be precise. Let's move over to the newspaper headlines this morning. I have with me the Vanguard newspaper and also to have the Nigerian Tribune. These are frequent newspaper we use on the show. Okay, what does the Vanguard have for us this morning? Above the masthead, Buhari vows to punish terrorists, secessionists. Buhari vows to punish terrorists and secessionists. Buhari's appointment, Northern elders disagree with PDP over Buhari's appointment. Northern elders are saying that Buhari's appointment is fair and not nepotistic. Fenifere, Ohaneze, Pandev, Khan, MBF also disagree with the Northern elders, saying that the appointment of Buhari's administration is fair. The main headline on the Vanguard newspaper this morning: nothing to restructure. Angry Sands, elders battle Buhari. Nothing to restructure. Angry Sands, elders battle Buhari. Without restructuring, Nigeria will disintegrate. Without restructuring, Nigeria will disintegrate. That is from Edwin Clark. Apologize to Nigerians. Disown statement on restructuring. Okon tells Buhari. Apologize to Nigerians. Disown statement on restructuring. Okon tells Buhari. I wish Buhari hasn't said that. That is Osigwe. I wish Buhari hasn't said that no to restructuring. He should remember 2015 campaign promises. That's from Daramola. He should remember 2015 campaign promises. Confederation, not true federalism. Abeni. Confederation, not true federalism. How to save Nigeria at Bakoba. Ozekome. Quakers speak. 774,000 jobs. FG goes after defaulting banks. 774,000 jobs. FG goes after defaulting banks. 2023, APC to give 10,000 youths tickets to run. APC to give 10,000 youths tickets to run. NBC amendment bill. No plans to gag media. NPC amendment bill. No plans to gag media. That's from the Senate. Opposition spilling rhetoric to rubbish our security architecture. Opposition spilling rhetoric to rubbish our security architecture. That is from Makinde. Customs threatens to impound unverified private jets from July 6th. Customs threaten to impound unverified private jets. That is from July 6th. Let's move over to the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Court orders federal government to pay Bayelsa $951 million. Court orders FG to pay Bayelsa $951 million. UAE makes U-turn, suspends flight from Nigeria. United Arab Emirates makes U-turn, suspends flights from Nigeria. Many injured as APC factions clash in Kwara State. Many injured as APC factions clash in Kwara State. Federal government approves 18 billion naira for take-off of universities in Akwa Ibom, Jigawa, Osun, and Bauchi. Federal government approves 18 billion naira for takeoff of universities, that is universities in Akwa Ibom, Jigawa, Osun, and Bauchi. PDP must not fail in Anambra, that is from Secondus. PDP must not fail in Anambra from Secondus. No section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. Buhari insists. No section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. Buhari insists. Okay, the main headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning: Neiti is saying that Nigeria made $400 billion from petroleum sector in 10 years. Nigeria made $400 billion from petroleum sector in 10 years. Court slams 82 billion naira damages against Mobile NNPC over oil spillage. Court slams 82 billion naira damages against Mobile NNPC over oil spillage. Court stalls release of 13-year-olds who gave birth in prisons. Court stalls release of teenager who gave birth in prison. Army kills 20 Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists in Benue Forest. Army kills 20 Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists in Benue Forest. Customs to detain private aircraft that lacks verification papers. Customs to detain private aircraft that lack verification papers. Fish farmers lament loss of over 100 million naira to Ijebu-Ode flooding. Fish farmers lament loss of over 100 million naira to Ijebu-Ode flooding. Twitter ban. Reps begin probe today. Lai Mohammed, NGO, CSO to appear. That's it for the paper this morning. Let's move over to our reviewers this morning. I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian and esteemed viewers.
Yeah. I know you are feeling fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at. Buhari said that no section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. No section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. Do you have anything to counter that statement?
Well, that is his opinion, and he has right to his opinion, and people also can see for themselves whether he's saying the truth or not. It's unfortunate that a person of his kind should come out and say he have the moral rights, to still speak. It behoves on him to understand that people already has rejected this government, and it is so glaring that he's a sectional leader, and he has left us more certain than he met, and more hungry, and you can see what is happening. The loss of lives has become a recurrent decimal. On daily basis, you must see people being killed half to death, and the perpetrators have not been brought to book. And as the supposed president or so-called president, he have not shown any sign of remorse or even empathize with people, families losing their loved ones.
You went to Meduguri the other time, Bruno, to visit the families of people that were slain by the bandits.
When was that?
That was last week.
That was last week. Probably he was forced to do that, and you can understand it's a national disaster, and irrespective of wherever it happens, it behoves on him to, physically show empathize with the people, at least visit the people, and that would have inspired trust. And it's unfortunate that it's not about paying condolence, but what are you doing to forestall a repeat of such? That is the fundamental issue, and it's unfortunate that we are losing men. It's as if we are just talking about cows or chickens. These are human beings with life, the image of God, irrespective of the race or ethnicity. God values or place greater value on human's life.
Okay. MBC amendment bill, no plans to gag media. So the Senate is saying that there's no plans to regulate or gag the media, because that bill is important so that to stop people. They cited the issue of Nnamdi Kanu using incisive words against the federation, the country.
What greater incisive words could you describe the position of the president in respect to an ethnic nationality, the Igbo race? He described us as a dot in a cycle. It is incisive, and he should have been, if in a normal clan, he should have been facing the court of law. It's a slander. So I don't think these people are very serious. We have better issues to discuss than being distracted. People are dying on a daily basis. After 50 years, Nigeria is still battling with over 100 million people of Nigerian citizens are impoverished. after 60 years of independence. You cannot afford, you cannot produce, you don't have the capacity to feed your own country, your own citizens. Look at the power sector is in comatose. So what are we really here for? And you look at over $400 billion was generated from petroleum, oil exploration. Now, these are the ones they decided to disclose to the public. You see, which means it triples more than that. But let's assume that it is $400 billion. What are the commensurate economic impact to your society, to the citizens? And irrespective of that, they still go on borrowing without any reflection for their borrowing. There is no economic impact. There is no positive economic impact to those borrowing. They are not borrowing for expand this infrastructural base or to create enabling environment to create job. Look at the Boko Haram. There are insecurities that would not even allow any sensible man or nation to invest in the Nigerian soil. So that is a very big dilemma. Look at now, I may want to say, okay, I have a 1,000 naira gift for any person that cares. Probably you are residing in UK or in America. What would Nigerian 1,000 naira do to you? It's as useless as whatever you can imagine. Giving you a gift of 1,000 naira now is as useless as whatever. If you are residing in UK, in California, or in every other Asian countries, even in Sudan, it will be as useless. Now, but let's have a return of that. If somebody has to give you 1,000 from UK now, you will celebrate the person. It will be able to fix an individual. It will be able to keep you, establish something tangible. €1,000 or $1,000 will make greater impact to anyone residing in Nigeria. But just give it as a gift, 1,000 naira to any person. Even in Nigeria, the person will think that you are just, in some places it's not even up to a meal. You can see how horrible and devastating the situation is. And people should have, the supposed government should have been busy. How do we reform the economy? How do we get things already? We have done so bad. Then how do we fix the economy? You are only busy politicking and making senseless statements on the media and think that you can gain the attention of the people. Your supposed citizens are dying of hunger. How much is bread now? It's getting out of the affordability of an average Nigerian. You see, they have increased the cost of bread for up to 30%. You can imagine what that means. And you are not increasing the revenue or the allowances or the salaries of the supposed civil service or servants. And you can understand the economic impact, negative impact it's having on the people.
Okay.
It's quite unfortunate.
One more, Twitter ban reps begins probe today. What do you think would be the outcome?
These are intellectual infertility. You are just engaging on issues that have less importance. People are talking about how do we decide the way forward for this country. The reps and the House of Senators are paying, deaf ears to those fundamental issues. Let them call for referendum. Let people decide whether they want to be or remain with Nigeria or they want to move on with their lives. We cannot continue in this system. We cannot continue in a system that is inhumane, a system that does not care for our own people. You see, these reps, of course, even the reps and the senators sometimes call for hardship allowance. See, an average senator goes home with the ones we are able to know, over 30 million naira. They are still calling for hardship allowance. Then what happens to the common or average men on the streets? They never cared for us, and they are busy talking of useless things that have no economic or social impact on the masses. It's quite unfortunate that we keep on recycling all this nonsense. It does not define the way forward. We are still trapped in that hole, in that cog of motionless. So people of this entrusted with such response, of course, they are not the representative of the people. You see, and whatever may be the outcome of the Twitter or whatever, they are just there for jamboree. They are just there to make noise. There's nothing, I don't think anything wrong with people expressing themselves. Nnamdi Kanu is an individual. He has the right of expression. It is fundamental rights. You have the right to say the truth. You have the right to feel, to express yourself even when you are not happy. Unfortunately, down in this, especially Africans, we don't respect people's opinion. And even when you criticize the government constructively, rather than sitting back and take things out of what should help them to reject their system or fine-tune their policies, they rather take offense and see how to clamp down on everything. That is not the way forward. You can clamp down on everything and still people, that does not, even during the era of military regime, I remember that of Abacha Babangida, people still talk, let alone in democratic setting. During Babangida, I saw what is that Yoruba movement? What did they call it again? Is it not Pandef? That saw the, yes, Nadeko and all that. They spoke out during military era regime, full-blown regime, military regime, let alone in this supposed democratic, and you're clamping down on people. It's quite unfortunate. It's a very shameful state that we are in a state of anarchy. The only way forward, you can decide to deny that, let them call for referendum. If they have confidence in the masses, that the masses want to remain in Nigeria, let them call for referendum. That whatever be the outcome of that referendum, I personally will be comfortable with that, provided it is organized by international communities. Let's call for referendum and let's decide who belongs to Nigeria, or who belongs to Biafra, or who belongs to Duduwa, or who probably belongs to any other state that may emerge from the outcome of referendum. So why should the government, the governors, and the president afraid of referendum? So they should give, it is part of political exercise. So let them create an enabling environment that will allow everybody to go to the pool and decide the way forward. Okay, but I know that Biafra will suffice at the end of the day.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. You can phone this and let me. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chigozie, for that wonderful one. I want to greet our people this morning. Mr. Eric Iwala, greetings, good morning. Okoye, DK Promise, good morning. Ikechukwu Ezenwa, wonderful guy, good morning. Lawrence Ihabie, good morning. Daniel Isose, good morning. Also, Okoye, DK Promise, Eyakeno Young, good morning. Noble Ihunwo, good morning. Diala John says that Nigeria is a failed state and cannot continue. Thank you. Also, Marian Nguyen, good morning. Kambasi, good morning, watching from Dubai. Rodney Wilson, I hope Pastor see that Nigeria is finished. First round child, wonderful guy, good morning. To Nigeria, good morning. So I support a referendum as long as the South-South is separate from Biafra. I support a referendum as long as the South-South is separate from Biafra. Femi Kasali, not even £2 is equals to $1.40 or so. Chris Indika, wonderful guy, good morning. Livinus Ekekwe, good morning. Okpeyemi Adebowale, good morning. Kadish, Medish, and Kamara, good morning. Adeoti Adela, good morning. Okay, thank you very much. I have Mr. Charles with me. Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
Somebody is saying here, saying that he supports a referendum as long as the South is separate from Biafra.
That is his own opinion. That's his own personal opinion. As I'm standing here, as you are standing here, you have your separate opinions. As long as the South is being separated from the Southeast. But I believe that's his own personal opinion.
What he says is that if you are going to have Biafra, the 5 states should just go aside South.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's his own personal opinion, but I don't think it will work out like that. But, definitely, the so many states. I don't know the person in question. You should be able to find out the state he's from, and there are so many South members as a South state that would like to join the Southeast. So definitely, the person in question here, you should be able to find out who state he's in from, and maybe that's his own personal opinion. But trust me, if Biafra is going south, east, south, I think we're together.
Okay. Yes. No section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration, Buhari insists.
Don't you think in Igbo language we say Okumiro Eneri? This is a speech that has been melted by someone who is being drawn by a river. I think Buhari is confused. You can't just come out and tell me that there's no section of the country that's been left by General Muhammadu Buhari. Definitely, we have seen it right from the appointment level. So many sections of this country, so many people in so many states have not been partakers of this Buhari's regime.
Which states?
A lot.
Can you mention one state?
Let me say,
mention one state.
Let's go to a place like Imo State now. You understand? Ever since Rochas steps down as the governor of Imo State and they gave it to this vampire called Hope Uzodinma.
Rochas tenure, Buhari was there.
Yes, Buhari was there because they work hand to hand. But as long as Rochas is no more there and Imo State is one of the states, let me tell you this. It was not Hope Uzodinma that won the governorship election in Imo State, of which you know that. It was PDP. So as long as the whole thing has been overturned and overruled, definitely so many appointments have been shifted, not even in Imo State, even in a place like Abia State, because they believe that these are the hardcore of Biafrans. There are so many appointments that were meant to be given in that kind of place, but they were not given. For instance, now, if you go to Aba, in Imo State, in the eastern part of this country, Abia State, they are the ones that the leaders of IPOP and the leader of Biafra, that is Hope, what's his name, Nnamdi Kanu, is from Abia State. So definitely, even him himself, being Buhari, is not happy with that state. So definitely, there are so many appointments that have been taking place that is not even in consonant with. They are not even in consonant with what it doesn't augur well with what the Easterners want. So definitely the appointment, there's a lot of sectionalism in the appointment.
Somebody was appointed from Abia State. He's a minister in Buhari's government. Ogbonnaya
Onu was appointed as a minister in Buhari's regime. So what about other appointments? Is it only ministerial appointment that was meant to be given? Before you talk about ministerial appointment, you believe there's a catchment area, federal character. You pick from each state, right? Okay. Apart from ministers, what about other ones? What about other ministerial appointments? What about other parastatals that meant that Igbo people were supposed to be there? So definitely, my brother, there's a lot of sectionalism in his regime. Mostly, the important posts. If you go to the north, ranging from generals and other things are from the north. What happened to the east? What happened to the generals in the east? And the generals in the east are much more experienced than those in the north. So what are you talking about? The point here is that it's very simple. The whole world has even seen it. There's a lot of sectionalism in the Buhari regime. So nepotism is also there. The sectionalism is one of the key factors of Buhari regime. Because so many appointments. Okay, let's assume now a lot of killings have been taking place in the eastern part of this country. How many times have you heard that Buhari went there? How many times have you heard about it one day? Okay, let's assume something happens in Katsina or something happened in Sokoto or Meduguri. You find out he's going there because these are northerners. They know themselves. So there's a lot of sectionalism in his Buhari regime. That is just my opinion.
Okay. Now we are looking at the fact that MBC is saying that the amendment bill, there are no plans to gag the media. They just want to regulate it so that we will not have people come out and say anything to incite anything in the government.
Don't you think by so doing they are tampering with what we may call the fundamental human rights, as in the freedom of speech of some separate individuals? Definitely you have to guide the media, because there's a section in the Nigerian constitution, I think 1999 constitution, that says you must have to guide the media, because they are the most important people that feed you with most of the information, partake in what is going on in the country. So if you are telling me that you cannot guide them, if you are telling me that you cannot enact a bill, if you are telling me that you cannot bring out something that will be subjected to guiding those people in the media, definitely it will not work out. You are cycling the media house to a very big problem. At a point, there will be a very big problem. So definitely, you should have a bill that have to guide the media personally, because to me, they are the most important people in the society, because they are the one that will feed you mostly. You and I were in Lagos here. This is the newspaper we are studying and you are reading. Definitely, like they said, they want to buy Twitter. Banning Twitter, because sometimes you go into that kind of place and you find out some information. But in a sense that you don't want to enact a bill that will be subjected to the guidance of what? The media. Definitely. What will you do? There's some certain information that, for instance, now you're in Lagos, so there's some certain information in Delta State that you cannot be able to be feed up. Definitely, it's through the media that you have to find out. But if you are not guiding them, there's some certain information that will be hidden. You understand what I'm saying? For instance, now, I remember there was a killing in Imo State some times ago, and instead of the killings were amounted, almost 20 people were killed. The media, because they were being afraid, they have to come out and tell the whole world that it was only 5. Because there was not any rule, they were not subjected to any guidance. The rules are not even guiding them. They are not being protected. So definitely they have to. Definitely the federal government have to bring out a bill that have to guide the media so that things will work out well.
Lastly, Twitter ban, reps begin probe today. What do you expect? The House is going to deliberate.
My brother, we have better things to look at.
If they guide the media, you will not have any
Yes,
voice.
I understand.
Okay.
Definitely, the Twitter you are talking about is very, very important. But don't you think we have so much more important issues to fight for or to regulate on than this Twitter? We have so many things. People are hungry. You know, there is hunger all over. There is unemployment all everywhere. The Twitter you are talking about is very, very important. To my own opinion,
people made money.
People made money through Twitter. Yes. But what about the illiterate ones that cannot make money through Twitter? There are so many things that you can put on ground for them. They have not done that. A Twitter that was just banned some few days or few weeks ago, you are bombarding the whole community, the whole this thing that you want to go to, what we call it, you want to go to court because of a media, Twitter of a thing. What about some other issues that you are supposed to lay on ground so that people will be able to fight it on? You have so many things, you know, Nigeria, the problem in Nigeria to me is not even media, it's not even Twitter. We have so many things that we need to put on ground and fight for. You are talking about Twitter. People are, you know, so many graduates are here. There's no job. I will keep on saying this all the time. Like they were saying that there's going to be a job for the youth, a job for this. There's no job for the youth. Ask a man in abroad. I was listening to a man in abroad who said his son just finished from secondary school. Immediately his son finished from secondary, he was just waiting for an admission to go into university. He has to apply to what we call unemployment cycles, and he's being paid about if you convert the money he's being paid in Nigerian naira, it's almost 750,000 naira. Okay, count it. These are things government should be looking at. You are talking about Twitter. Yes, it's very, very important because a lot of people make their money, make their earning, feedings through what? Twitter level. But we have so many things to fight for. We have so many things to harness. We have so many things to go for than this Twitter of a thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Wonderful one. I have Pastor. Which of the pastor? Okay. Pastor, good morning.
Yes, I'm Pastor.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You are well dressed today. Are you going for a meeting?
I was already going out of preaching this morning.
Okay. You went to. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know you have your own opinion. No section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. Buhari insists.
It is true. All the state governors have paid education.
Eh?
Education is paid to all state governors. Even no state governor that can complain that Buhari don't pay them education. Take care of their state. Chairman and councillor, all of them. No state that this man no pay education to take care of.
No, that's a different thing.
It's a different. He said that's what is included. What do you want money? Did he deprive you money? Did Buhari deprive anybody money? Any state governor money or councillors or chairman?
We're talking about these appointees.
Appointees of
These
what?
projects.
Listen to me.
The
Listen.
projects.
Let's come to appointee.
Okay.
Appointee. Buhari, according to Nkige, he says Southeast have enough ministers in the government.
Can you mention 5?
Ministers in the government.
5.
Even him, Nkige.
1.
Group managing director.
No.
I'm coming.
Minister.
Minister. I'm
Minister.
telling. What does he do? What
A
does he do?
minister is different from a group manager.
I'm coming. What does he do? Is he not serving the government?
5 ministers.
He's serving the
Should I
government.
call for you?
Call them.
We have only 2
How many two?
from the southeast.
Because they don't work well, they send them
Ogunaya
out.
Onu
Okay?
and they are talking about only 2.
Okay.
So which other?
As they bring two
How
now,
come you arrive at 5 ministers?
I'm coming. All ministers, both the governor, all are still included in.
In southeast, though.
Yes, now inside the house are still included in government. Some company they control, some committee they control. Igbo control it. So Buhari government share the government equal. Do what you like for your own state. He give you allocation. Your own people you bring to this. If you no good, like Steve, head of chief, no good, he drop them. He bring another one. If you good, you remain. If you no good, they send you out. So you cannot expect Buhari to let the people that bad to continue in the journey.
Okay.
Understand me? If you no good, he drop you. If you good, he take you in. If your people are good, he take you in. Even Buhari want good people to come to his government. So you need to understand what he said
Okay,
there.
Buhari wants good people.
Good people to come to his government.
Former EFCC boss that was alleged to have stolen money
Stole money. The case in the court.
was chosen by Buhari.
Of course, now the case is in the court.
They allowed him to stay even beyond his tenure.
Who allowed him? The court allowed him to stay.
No, it is Buhari.
I'm coming. You don't talk anything concerning court rulership and court internment and lawyers involved. The adjoint case. The Buhari push is a democracy, not a civilian rule, a military rule. Buhari push case to court, then court handle the case perfectly. Bring justice
does
to
this
it.
government honor court rules?
This government,
Looking at
But-
their history,
Buhari is the only government that I see that he lists every corrupt case guys in this country. Their case is in the court. Buhari is the only government that I see in the early age of Nigeria till now that leads every corrupt guys. All people, if you go to court now, they give you those who keep money and those who corrupt. That's Buhari government that do that.
Yes.
His mind is very clear. So what do you want him to do? He said he did every state in my government acquire even correct allocation. River State, every state correct allocation. Take your
that's a
people.
different issue.
In the lead.
Whether
He
it
can't get word that are coming to the way did he come
whether
from?
it's a Niger
The
man,
word that I'm
whether it's
coming.
a Niger man that is there,
I'm coming.
they must still collect
He
allocation
can't get word that are coming to the way did he come from?
from Jonathan.
From where?
Jonathan,
Did they not call him again?
is
He can't get
she
word.
working for Buhari's government?
I'm coming. You don't understand me. What did you do to
Is she
them?
working
They
for
call him
Buhari's
back
government?
to advise. Listen to me. You don't need to see that if they don't bring your people in, you are now become they don't concern us. Nothing. Your people was there since. What did they do? If I be a president, I don't need to bring you in. You are a bad man. I don't need you. I work for them that can deliver my message for me, my government for me. What did they do? What did those since it goes ever be? Even in the east or anywhere, what did those do? What do you look for them for? Look for them that can be able to help your government and move forward. That's what you need. Me, I believe that you can good for me. If you can't disappoint me, Buhari is a man that if you can't disappoint me, he sack you, he remove you. If you bring you can't disappoint, he remove you. How many he remove? Don't you hear how many he remove? So that is how it is in Buhari government. The government will take. But if you're not good, he remove you. If you're not good, he can't close to you. But every state allocation has paid to take care of the state, take care of people.
Looking at the Fulani people that are killing, why has Buhari's government not proscribed them as terrorists?
Buhari dropped lives of ministers and drive of generals in
Ask a different question.
I'm coming.
Answer this question.
It's a proof.
Answer this question. I'm asking.
What?
I'm asking
What
you a
is it?
question.
Why the
Fulani
Buhari?
herdsmen alleged Militiala
Eh.
have been killing banditry.
Yes.
They have caused crisis
Okay.
in Nigeria more than any other group
Yes.
in the history.
Okay.
of this country. Why has Buhari not proscribed them as terrorists?
Okay. But why did not? Who come out? Who come out among them and say, "I may be hate"? I'm answering you the question.
Who
come out among them and say, "I'm the head of Mieti Allah" or "I'm the head of Esma"?
Many of them. Don't you know? Don't you see them?
Don't you know
Can you come and pick one man?
Don't you know
Can you pick men? Can you pick one man?
leader?
Can you pick one man and tell me the name?
Mieti Allah leader.
Who is the man? You are a journalist. Give me the man.
You don't know Menta Allah before.
No, give me the name. No.
You don't know Menta Allah.
I'm here. You are journalist. Give me the name.
Pastor, let's go to
when someone no come out, like now the guy come out as a leader of IPOB.
Okay.
And they give him what they call him terrorist. He come out, everybody know him. Sonny Bo come out as a leader of what saying dead body.
You are going here now.
No, you need to understand. Who come out as a king, as a person that stand against them?
You are not hitting.
I'm consistent to you. You tell me one person.
You are not hitting it.
No, I'm hitting it. You tell me the person that say this is a person. They just cash and tell him you are a terrorist. Where is the person?
Ango Abdullah no be Menta.
Nobody. That you need to understand. When a man stand up and say, "I am the leader of this camp," they hold him responsible.
So
and
the leader of Menta Allah,
I'm coming now. I'm coming. They can declare him a terrorist. Nobody claim. Nobody come out. But then the guy come out. It's only Bona come out. People come out to what you can see and say you are what they are accusing him and what they attack his people.
Okay.
But that's it. So you don't tell Buhari to begin. H-men say they carry bandits. They say they carry cow. Who is the head of carrying cow? This one said it. Who is the head? Who is the head? So you speak positive, not speak negative. Now let's go to the next one.
MDC amendment bill. No plans to gag media.
Media.
Yes, no plans to restrict
media.
Restrict media.
I now said this. If federal government want to flush media in the country, I'm fully in support of it.
In support of
our young youth are sub and lavish their money as about entertainment in media. They do sub. They are sub and die. There's nothing left. There's nothing left for our young youth. Upon that, destroy their brain. So if media to be what cross, if media to be cross, I stand because media is killing our young people.
Which
media has finished them. But sub. They can use that money to do something. Sub. What are they sub? Stop.
Which sub? Who sub?
No, subscribe.
Who sub?
Subscribe. They do subscribe. And all these things are what are chopping them. Chopping their skin, whatever they get.
How are they?
I'm coming. They chop them because they have no say because of what sub to get entertainment from the media.
But they are making money from.
I'm coming. You make money. The money is no use. The media. How many media people come? How many people? Nigerian people media employed. Do we even hear where their office is? Like Facebook, we don't know where the office of Facebook is. How many Nigerian you come?
Okay.
So without on my own,
random.
on my own, a media have to be shut down. Number one. Number two, if anybody say in the southeast that Buhari government no do good to him, is a lie. You just want to come out and do wahala.
Okay.
Buhari government is all over the country. Governors are correcting allegation, no peace are reigning. People are bringing into what you can have 2-3 people in government. Like my own state, we have only Thailand now. We no complain. Only Thailand remain now. In my own state, we no complain. So if you don't stop complaining, join Buhari in administration to make sure to cross Nigerian darkness out and bring the light. And that's what I'm standing for. So we should not start complaining for Buhari government. We should do what we do for iron out of how the government can be pushed. That's what I'm standing for.
Okay,
until good government comes.
Pastor,
they don't greet you, Pastor.
Pastor, let me tell you something. I'm disappointed you don't know the name of
No, you're supposed to tell me.
You are finished.
You don't tell me now. You're supposed to tell me. You want to tell me this is the name.
I'm asking you questions.
I'm not. You're supposed to tell me.
You know?
If I don't know.
Don't you know?
Are you not interviewing?
You know.
I don't know it.
Don't know.
Don't tell me.
I'm disappointed again that when I ask a question, you go.
I go divert because I'm a politician. I go because your question no suit me.
Thank you very much.
Of course, your question no suit me. You ask me question as a rebel. You don't ask me question like that. You ask me question like a rebel. You don't ask me question as a journalist.
You said that
if I don't do anything, even the radio when they call, if they don't know, they talk. They say this is the name. You don't tell me name.
You said that Mieti Allah does not have a leader.
Where is the leader of Menta?
No, this
You tell me the name.
Thank you very much.
As a friend to
Thank
me.
you very much. Thank you very much.
You know, PJ, media was telling me the name.
Thank you
As
very
a
much.
journalist.
Thank you very much.
If you don't get this key, don't tell me.
Thank you very much.
Because no
Thank you
day.
very much, Mr.
But there's a leader of Nandi Kalu. There's a leader of Uruwa. There's a leader, so they can easily declare them something. But when you don't have a leader, how can they declare you when you don't have?
Thank you
Please,
very much.
people don't make
Pastor.
mistakes. You need to understand
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So please, package yourself. Don't be a rebel as a journalist. Don't
Thank
be a
you very
rebel.
much.
I keep telling you.
Thank you very much,
Rebel as a
Pastor.
journalist will not good to us.
Thank you very much, Pastor.
Pastor. Be a politician as a pastor. Okay, no. Pastor. Your father is a medical.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chuku, and good morning to you over there, viewers. We appreciate your viewership. You are the reason why we come out here every morning to update you with what is happening around us here in Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay. Why are you saying that every section of Nigeria has not been excluded in his administration?
Yes, the denial of the obvious. Buhari's administration is full of denial of the obvious. Iberiberism, tribalism, favoritism, nepotocracy, that is nepotism. Everything are included in this regime. Buhari is telling us that no section of the country is excluded in his administration. Please, if I mention one position, you people will resound Fulani. Inspector General of Police, Fulani. Chief of Army Staff, Fulani. Comptroller General of Custom, Fulani. Comptroller General Immigration, Fulani. Prison Comptroller, Fulani. Where are the Igbos? Where are the Yorubas? Where are the Abos? Where are the Jaws? Where are the Hausa? Real Hausa. Everywhere Fulani is telling us that he's not excluded any section of the country. It seems as if he's speaking in parable. He's not speaking in parable. Who is speaking anyway? Let me remind you. The people that are speaking, not one person, are number one, Kaduna's governor. 2, AGF, Abubakar Malami. 3, Boss Mustafa. These are the Kabas. 4, Dambanzao, retired general, is not in service now, but is part of the game. Lai Mohammed, information minister. Chief of General Staff, Gambari, is from the axis of Kwara. Ilorin is a Fulani man. And I want to assure you that Lai Mohammed is not a true Yoruba man. He's wasting his time. He's from the same Kwara. These are the people ruling Nigeria. They are the people doing us this. Do not always accredit all the comments you read on the front page of newspaper to Buhari, to the late Buhari, who died February 2017. The man is dead. They clone him out. Some people prepared, if Buhari dies, they will take over the office of presidency. They worked it out in 2014-15 and they successfully achieved their aim. But Fulani oligarchy, Fulani imperialists, they could not allow these people to carry out what they planned. That's why you see Ochibanjo staying there dormant, vice president of Nigeria. He would have been the Nigerian president. Buhari died early. Ask me why. Why? Where is Aisha Buhari? Why is he not enjoying the position of first lady in the country? Mariam Abacha enjoyed it. Mariam Babangida enjoyed it. Stella enjoyed it. Stella Obasanjo enjoyed it. Perchance Jonathan enjoyed it. Why must Aisha Buhari's own be different? That is a bigger question that I left unanswered for you. Buhari is dead. Yes. The wife can never mingle with that strange man. The wife can never mingle with that sycophant that is ruling Nigeria. It's full of sycophancies. Look at what he's telling us this morning, that he did not exclude Igbo, he included Igbo. What is Igbo man? What else does Igbo man? How many Igbo men are in this government? How many Yoruba men are in this government? How many Igbos? Just tell me. Is it only Patrick Ngiga with his Biabia? We have just seen a Biabia man there. It's not even Igbo. Patrick Ngiga is full of Biabia. Who else again? No. The director of domestic operation in the Central Bank of Nigeria is not Igbo man. No.
A carry Fulani put there. The Director General, Managing Director, NPA, Hadiza Sadiq, they booted him out because he stole over 628 billion. Do you know what? Everybody was like clamoring, bring another businessman from Southeast. A carry Fulani man put there again. Chief of Army Staff, Atahiru Ibrahim, he died in air crash. Everybody was just weeping and shouting, wailing. Yes, he will correct it. He will correct the anomaly. Igbo man is going to be the next person. Who is there now? Farouk Yaya, a bloody Fulani man. I tell you that he excluded Yoruba. Yoruba was the chief architect of this regime. They brought him, they put him in, but he still turned his back on them. That's why he is like a stubborn fly that follows the calves, enters ground. Do you have another question, young man?
Okay, Twitter ban, Reps probe begins today. What do you see? What do you foresee?
Say what?
To end. Twitter ban, Reps probe begins today. What do you foresee that will come out of it?
The rep, Bajamila as the speaker of Rep, I think.
House of Reps, yes.
House of Rep. So let me tell you, I think we keep our fingers crossed. We are waiting for the result. But I tell you that everybody is tensed up because if eventually that they butt over the House of Reps, it means media is finished. But I'm telling you, if they butt over the House of Reps, there will still be a way out. Because Nigeria cannot manufacture ordinary bicycle, let alone manufacture internet, any internet accessories or something that can help us to migrate into any internet domain, network domain in the world or media or whatever. We don't manufacture satellite, we don't manufacture anything computer. So even if they ban it, there will still be many alternatives. Many things will spring up. India has something that is related to Twitter. What is that name? Kuku, Abiku. Ku. So, you see it? There are many from Southeast Asia. You understand? Eastern Asia, they have a lot of things like that. Only that we are so acquainted with Twitter. Twitter is more popular than them all. So I tell you, even if they ban it, Nigerians will have no alternative than to divert to Ku and the rest of media houses. You understand? In Europe, in America, there are many of them. But the most popular is Twitter, Instagram, what do you call it? The other one, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You understand? Many more, many of them. So if eventually they succeed on banning Twitter in Nigeria, I don't think we are finished. We still have an alternative. Okay. Even with VPN, we can still migrate. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
So
the war against insecurity. Army kills 20 Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists in Benue State.
Army killed 20 Boko Haram.
Yeah, and ISWAP
terrorists.
That means
in
the
Benue
State is improving.
No, sir. Ogasa, listen. This is a news. Nigerian news is always newsy. NEWSY. Nigerian news in regard for federal government is always newsy. This is newsy. We've not seen it. We not watch it on telly. Buhari government is full of falsehood and lies. APC government is full of falsehood and lies. Nto is lie in Igbo language. Nto that wears coat, lies that dresses in coat and suit. That is what is killing this regime. They killed Guinea 20 ISWAP terrorists and Boko Haram. Where? When? How?
In Benue.
In Benue State.
Yes.
We are not told. Where are they? When did they? Time. Give me the time. When? No, I don't believe it. Let me tell you. They are surprising us and choking us every day with lies. It is only the gullible hearts, those ones that can be easily deceived, that can believe this kind of newsy. It is newsy information. They did not kill anybody. If we see with our eyes, that is when we will believe. No, I'm telling you the truth. The other day, in 2018, Chekara was killed. The other day in 2017, another Chekara with Big Biabia was killed. In 2019, 4 Chekara was killed. Let me tell you, Chekara died, for your information, just last month. He killed himself. Chekara lived though until he killed himself. So there are many things that make Nigerians, compel Nigerians not to believe any news about federal government anymore. Whether we just tell you A today, tomorrow he will tell you C, Next tomorrow they will deny. I did not say oh. You know, it's full of denials. It is full of denials. This regime is full of denials. So I don't believe this news. Don't believe that news you over there in diaspora and abroad. This regime is full of obvious denial. Denial of the obvious.
Any finance?
It's no news. And the final statement is that I learned that Igbowo and police clashed in Lagos. I was asking myself, when did Igbowo come to Lagos and we didn't know? We are all human rights activists, all of us here. We like justice, we like peace, we like telling the people truth, we like telling the people what, where APC government is not getting it right. We like telling the people how our former president was cloned and the 9 people are playing Buhari from Sudan, from Mali, from Niger, and the pastor here with coat. Look at him. He plays Buhari as well. Let me tell you, Igbowo is not here. He did not come here. Igbowo did not come here. If Igbowo come here, we would have known that he has come here. But let me tell you, everybody is marching forward. We are looking for the day when Nigeria will be thoroughly, totally disintegrated. Let everybody go his home way, his home country. Look, Okowa is singing and singing and singing and say Fulani should leave Delta State. But what happened yesterday? Cow, about 20 cows are blocking Niger Delta State Secretariat. Cows, I don't know what they are doing there. They are gnawing their teeth, gnawing their they reserve this thing. They were grazing in front of Delta State Secretariat. Tell me, why Iyanga go to sleep? Trouble go to go wake Iyanga up. Delta State is capable of shutting down this economy. They can shut down the Nigerian economy if they want. So everybody who can send his message across that rock there to tell the grand patron of Menta across West Africa. Oba who say he doesn't know. The grand patron of Menta across West Africa is President Buhari. They should go and warn him. If a tiger is sleeping, do not go and hold it by the tail. Niger Delta, if they revolt to Nigeria, is finished.
Okay. Thank you very much. So Matthew, good morning. It seems you want to correct and impress. Do you have anything you want to correct?
Okay, thank you very much for having me. Matthew is the impression I want to correct is on the part of federal government, because I see an erroneous impression that is federal government is repeating every now and then. This issue of accommodating every geopolitical zone in Buhari's government. Let me say this to set the record straight. When it comes to ministerial position, the constitution is very clear, to the extent that the constitution says that each and every state must be represented in the Federal Executive Council. So to that extent, if Mr. President appoints every minister from every state, he has not done anybody any favor. He has not done any state any favor. He is only complying with the tenets of the Constitution. And it's a different ball game that you are giving Anambra, Lagos, Kano, Delta State, Borno ministerial position, for instance. It's not sufficient to say that you will not give them position when it has to do with security aspect of the government. Because what the federal council says is that in every sector of the economy, in every area of the economy, in every area of the country, when you give a position, it must reflect geographical spread, and it must be devoid of ethnic bias. So that you are giving somebody from Anambra, someone from Enugu, someone from Ebonyi, someone from Imo, someone from Abia, ministerial position, which is 5 ministerial positions in the southeast. It's not sufficient to say that when you go to the issue of security, from the position of the National Security Advisor, Chief of Defence Staff, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, DSS, Director of DSS of Police, IG of Police, there are about 17 positions. It's not sufficient to say that you will not give any of the them to people from the southeast. And if you look at this project called Nigeria, you have 3 major ethnic groups. So Kosi demands, even if there is no federal character as we speak, Kosi demands that you allow somebody, you capture each and every of the three major ethnic groups. But a situation where, if you look at all the security positions in the country currently, none of them is from Southeast. That in itself is nepotism taken too far. If you look at it, nepotism have even become the hallmark of this government. There is no way the government can explain to Nigerians that what they are doing is fair, that there is fairness, there is equity, and there is justice. I was surprised when I read about Northern Elders Forum, where they were challenging people who criticize this government to come up with evidence about Buhari's nepotism. The evidence speaks for itself. There is no way you tell me it's not acceptable. The constitution did not envisage it. And it's not about whether Mr. President is interested or not. It's not about the opinion of Mr. President. It's about what does the constitution say. What I will agree is that if a Buhari wants to appoint somebody from Enugu, from Abia, from Imo, from Anambra, as the case may be, maybe as the IG of police, maybe as the chief of air staff, chief of naval staff, chief of defense staff, he have the prerogative to choose who to appoint. But to say you are not giving any of those positions for the Southeast, that is nepotism by our standard. It doesn't matter the opinion of Mr. President or people who canvass his support. So what we are saying is that the government have opportunity to reverse the trend. Because if you look at the issue of agitation, if somebody is not accommodated in your government and is agitating, talking about secession, he's justified. You may ask yourself, why did Joe Biden have more votes from the black in America? It's because that's where their interests will be protected. So in any area, whether civilized or not, interest is what counts. If you float a party, for instance, in Lagos here, you ask all Lagosians to follow you. They look at your ideology. They look at where you are going, and they feel that their interest is not captured in your ideology, in your maybe manifesto. They will not follow you. So if people from the Southeast are shouting and talking about Biafra Republic, it's simple. Why not address the root causes of this agitation and let us see whether people will still be agitating? And when they agitate, let us see whether it's justified.
Okay.
We are seeing at the inception of this president how he made the a son of Ojukwu the Secretary of National Human Rights Commission. That itself would have been a step in the right direction. But we needed to see more of that. We are seeing how he tried to capture retired policemen who fought on the sideline of Biafra by way of giving them pension. That would have been a right step in the right direction. I don't know the extent they have followed that through, whether they have already captured all the personnel that fought on the sideline of Biafra by way of giving them that pension. So what I'm trying to say is he would have done more in that direction rather than this mobilizing all Nigerian armory against the people. Let me tell you this, go and check all the resources Nigerian government have expended on security. It would have been able to build confidence. It would have been able to build infrastructure. Is it not surprising for you to note that when the people, Boko Haram, repented, about 600 and something persons that were integrated into the society, 600 were Nigerians from Borno and other neighboring states. It was only recently that Mr. President admitted that he now believes that Boko Haram members are Nigerians. He said because he had been briefed by Borno State Governor. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that the money you spend in kinetic approach to all these issues is too much. It's too humongous. If you spend a little of it in trying to build confidence, in trying to reintegrate people together by way of fairness, justice, and equity, you spend more and you achieve results. The war you are fighting in the northeast is an insurgency, is an ideological war. Children will come out tomorrow to sign on to that war. Children will grow up tomorrow to become Boko Haram. What are you doing to educate the people, to assuage their mind, to make them not vulnerable to these radicals? What are you doing in the southeast that when a 2-year-old of today grow to 20 years, 30 years, they will tell him about Biafra. He will not support Biafra secession. Somebody who is in the crowd today and possibly who will become an adult tomorrow will not support a Biafra agitation if he sees justice, equity and fairness when he become a youth. But if as a child he grew up to meet the injustice and lopsided system in Nigeria, he will always believe when people talk to him about secession. So it's immaterial about what anybody is saying. You must do the needful if you want Nigerians to believe in this project called Nigeria. And again, you cannot coerce people through the bar of gun and think you achieve any meaningful development. The truth is, you had the instrumentality of state, no argument. You had the police, you had the DSS, you had the army, you had the navy, name it. You now compel everybody to say, I'm a Nigerian. Can you compare their mind? And until they are united in their mind to move Nigeria forward, you cannot see any meaningful development. Especially where all the politicians you see in Abuja, they're only there just there because of their peculiar interests, not because they even love Nigeria. It's because of what do they want to gain. Go and look at what does revenue allocation, revenue mobilization, allocation and fiscal commission, what does it allocate to senators, house of reps legitimately? You'll be surprised that it is in the neighborhood of 800,000, if not below ₦1 million. But go and check, what does a senator take home at the end of the month? What does a member of House of Reps take home at the end of the month? You are talking about 30-something million, 20-something million. And these are allocated themselves through some funny projects. They will tell you that they want to go for oversight. They will tell you the running costs. They will tell you money to run their constituency. And they are the ones that approve budgets. So they will allocate whatever fund they know they want to expend to National Assembly. At the end of the day, the executive must comply. Otherwise, they will not pass the budget into law. So what I was saying, the politicians who are applauding the system, who want the status quo to remain, they are only united because of their peculiar interests, because of personal aggrandizement, not because they had the interests of Nigeria at heart. So the only way you can grow Nigeria, the only way you can make Nigeria to develop is justice, equity, and fair play. Okay. Until you do that, we continue to see agitation from every nook and cranny. What we are seeing is even a child's play. If you get a time, even as the government is trying to suppress the public, when you want to have a peaceful protest, if you get a point where you cannot, the people will revolt. Look at what is happening currently. The government is only buying time. It's just a matter of time. You will see a total deregulation in the petroleum downstream sector. And once that happens, I don't think there is any instrumentality of force that the government can use to coerce the people not to react. See what is happening in the power sector. See the outrageous bill they are giving to people. In Lagos, for instance, people are paying, the electric tariff they are paying is more than the house rent. And you see somebody sitting in Abuja telling you that there is no lopsided in the appointment, there is no nepotism. People should come forward with evidence if we feel there is nepotism. I think the government, they have to get it right. Otherwise, we will continue seeing agitation from every part of this country. Thank you very much.
Mr. Matthew. I have Mr. Sunday with me. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning,
Sunday.
everyone.
You say you are standing like DSS. You plan to join the DSS?
God forbid. You want me to go on a social mission?
If
I want to join, I always stand for a Biafra soldier. You know, I cannot be anything concerning Nigeria because
why
it's a social mission.
Nigeria so much?
Because the government of Nigeria hate me also. They never like me. That's why I never like them. My brother, they don't value me. What they are taking in their mind, if they can kill everybody. That's why now Kawo want to turn to House of Assembly member in the Delta State. You know that maybe they want to go and become member of a House of Assembly. Because it happened in Abuja when senators were having meeting. Kawo have to went there because they want to become the member, because that's the first class citizen under Buhari regime is Kawo, because he's really Kawo.
You can't say Kawo is first class citizen in Nigeria.
That's what they take. Key one Kawo now make you say, okay, that Kawo went there yesterday. I didn't mean the key one. They shoot one, you see what will happen there. You know how even Buhari'S will speak for Kawo. You don't know. That is the country we find ourselves, and that is where we find ourselves, and that's why we are just scrambling to live this place peaceful for them. Anywhere the car will like. If they like, the car will come up by bus stop here, come they stay. When we have our Biafra freedom. If they like car will come here, come they work out for here. You know, concern me. My brother, which
Buhari, no section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. 5 states represented in military appointments.
Buhari, I've never said true all his life since he has Zoom office. That's why everybody have under a regime from the ministers. When you see the appointment of ministers, you see that only people that Buhari trusts. Because Buhari open his mouth and tell us that why he's appointing people, all those security agencies, say those people are in the system. Means say the Igbo, the Yoruba are not in the system. You understand? That's what he said. If you quote me well, he said the people he's just appointing, that Farouk Yahya, that new chief of army staff. When they were asking, he said, why will you appoint an Hausa man again? He said, because those are the people that have been in the system. You understand? So the other Igbo people that are generals in the army, they are not in the system. Only people that are in the system are the Iflani people. And that is why yesterday, Sheikh Gumi, I don't know whether you hear it, Sheikh Gumi was just warning government and police that they should stop killing bandits. Say because if they are killing bandits, they are worsening the situation. But we have stupid Southern governor, Eastern governor there, say they are disowning IPOB, while the Northern are fighting for their people, the terrorists that are killing everybody. You see where we find ourselves.
Sheikh Gumi said they should not kill bandits.
Bandits again. Say they are killing bandits, they are worsening the situation. You don't understand? So that kind of person is still moving freely. And Buhari is still romancing with them. But when it comes to the east and south, Buhari become a terror. He turned himself, he want to show as a Jagaban. And he's telling me that he's fighting, he's working for a free and fair nation. Under Buhari, he have already used his hand to divide the nation. What we are just waiting for now is that. But the problem we have in this country is United Nations, the British, those are the worst enemy of Biafra. Because they know the law and they know the constitution in United Nations. You cannot fight the freedom for 30 years without not having your freedom. But Biafra is almost how many years now? Because they are benefiting from Nigeria. United Nations is benefiting from Nigeria. British are benefiting from Nigeria. That's why they don't want to talk anything about divination. When you submit letter for them that this is what we are passing through in this country, they will not say anything. They will look at it, throw it away. Because after Buhari, I'll be giving them oil work from the south. And the same south, no certain person, I want to tell you, in all the key positions, no certain person that is there that is meaningful. If not for something, that is why they make Ovio Magege just a deputy speaker, Senate. It's just by luck. How many of them do you see there? Who is the one controlling NNPC? Who is the manager of NNPC? Is it not an Hausa man? People that not have even single oil in their region, but they are the one controlling everything concerning oil in Nigeria. Nothing they have. And you tell me that you will sit down. That's why I only like this man when he speaks. That is Wike. I like him in that aspect. Wike tell them that because now some of the APC people are blaming Wike that he did not allow Buhari to come and work. But they claim that they allow Buhari to work. What has he done in the state? In other states that Buhari have access to enter there. What has he done? He is only using second Niger bridge to confuse those stupid mad Eastern governors. And they are running following him. Second Niger bridge, the one we have, the Niger bridge we have there is working. But that one, they want to use second Niger bridge to cancel everything. Anytime they want to talk about budget, they will say second Niger bridge. What are we going to benefit from second Niger bridge? Are they collecting any levy from that second Niger bridge? Is it not only soldiers and police that are used to tax money from people who are the police and soldiers? Is it not Nigeria first? My brother, until the eyes of everybody open, Buhari never mean well for Nigeria. That is why he will come out and tell us that they have 77,000 jobs. For which people? The job that when you want to go now, they have already secured for the Fulani people. Is it today that they will make announcement that they made this man Kayamu to be that they want to employ how many people? That matter, who take over it? Is it not the rep and another senator? They take over it. They say they should go and bring people from Other region, did you hear anything about it again? That matter closed. Because I always tell you that the people we have in Aso Rock today are just, I call them confusion. If they want to confuse you, they'll bring another thing so that your attention will draw away from another thing. Are we going to continue like this and laughing with mad people? Are we going to continue like this, that people that when you want to talk, you become enemy to them? But what they are doing, they never know that they are the worst enemy to us as a citizen. How can the president will tell us that the people killing people are from Niger, are from Libya? Who bring them? That is why Buhari went to ECOWAS summit that they have in Accra, Ghana. What he was crying there is that the United Nations should not disband the Libyan fighter. You understand? Because those are the people that is using to come and cause mayhem in Nigeria, in other region, in southern region and the eastern region. He give them gun. He permit them to enter freely, because here in 2019, after the election, where we entered 2023, Buhari give order that from the July, say every city, every West African country will enter Nigeria free without passport. How many of you hear that word? They are entering. Nobody know. Who is the custom oga? Is it not Hausa man? They have a common agenda that those people, both the Yoruba, Oshibanjo said that is a vice president. He cannot question that agenda. They're not born aware. They will kill him overnight. They have killed many people. They kill Abiola. They kill many people. They kill even in the east, south. They kill many of them that want to stand against them. You understand? So those people, when you see them stand, and Sheikh Gumina is one of the worst terrorists we have, but government could not ban him. The northern people cannot disown him. But when it comes to the south and east, they will be using the governor will be using their mouth to chop shit, because they are afraid of their taskmaster, which are the Iflani terrorists. Okay. My brother, we are not going to continue like this. I said it before. If they fight war today, not everybody that will die. Me, I'm not afraid of war. I always said it, all than I die. But my problem, they will come out to tell us that we should pray for Nigeria. Who will I pray for? My prayer that I will pray, let Nigeria divide. That's the only prayer I have for them. I've never prayed for peace to come for Nigeria, because look at what is happening in the east. They will just carry soldiers and killing innocent youth. And the traditional ruler are there, the governor are there, the senator representing that. The only the senator that is speaking is Abelbere. What is that man? Abel is the only one speaking. But when you come to other one like Okoroja, they are still there. But they turn themselves to criminal, stealing from the people and killing them. Instead of them to give them their right, they are still killing them. And you want me to be laughing with them? You want me to be laughing with Nigeria government? They are enemy. And that's why you see they cannot walk freely on the road. Because when election come, they walk freely. But when they win election, them themselves, they turn themselves to enemy. Because they know what they are doing. The evil in their heart will begin to judge them. And I always say, if they don't change, it shall never be well with them, as they never wish me and my people well.
Thank you very
much. I love everybody. I love my viewer, and we'll keep on saying anything the government like, let them do. But since the day of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Only the violence one take it by force. Biafra will stand, Oduduwa will stand. To hell with Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday. Good morning, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. Good morning, viewers.
Sorry, Mr. Kunle has not been feeling fine. He has been down with malaria, so he just managed to come this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Fast
recovery. Thank you very much. We still keep speaking.
Can use to talk. Just
yeah, we use our last strength to still keep speaking.
Let's also talk about Buhari's appointment. Has it been fair? He said that he has represented every sector of the society. And looking at it, every state is being represented in the ministerial post. Every state in Nigeria, 36 states, there's a minister.
Yeah?
No, you might want to cite second Niger bridge in the east, some roads towards the east. He said that he has represented. How do you look at that argument?
Oh, the argument is totally wrong, because from the angle it's coming from, how can a nepotism president, right, balance the equation of the political appointment? He is a nepotism president as it is today. And if he's telling you all the sectors, all the regions in this country has been represented. So look at the ratio. Is it ratio 1 to 5? One appointment from the south, west, 1 appointment from the southeast, 5 appointments from the northeast, 4 appointments from the northwest, and maybe 3 appointments from the north central. So you are favoring north more than the south. So the way it is now, anybody that has nepotism in his blood traits can never balance equity, can never balance, righteousness, and can never balance equality.
Okay, looking at the MBC, the senators are saying that the reason why they want to amend the bill is not to gag the press. It's not to gag the press. So that they want to stop people from saying all sort of inflammatory statements that will cause a problem in the country.
Are they not causing problem for themselves already? Actually, that's my own point of concern that I came for this morning. Because there are 5 bills waiting for the press now. If you are aware, as a media man, there are 5 bills they want to use to harm the press, to gag the press, in which they are still in the House of Rep now to be debated on. Thank God, one of the committee members has stood against those bills brought in by Lai Mohammed. This same Lai Mohammed. I don't know his antecedents, but I learned he has been with Nigerian Airways as a spokesperson of Nigerian Airways before. So the way it is now, he believes he has all the power to do all things. He never believes that there is no power that is permanent. There is no power that is permanent. 2 years to this time, there will be nobody called Lai Mohammed in government again. So it's what you do, the people will remember you of. Look at what Abacha did. Look at what Babangida did. We are still remembering today the bad things. So Lai Mohammed, if he wants to hide himself, he has already started adding his name to the bad books of Nigeria. So he should continue with that. We even like that. So that when he leave the power now, then we will now use our own power on him. Because we have the power. We put them there. We elected them there. Although they may be selected by the president but the president that put them there, we elected him there. Right? So they did not get there through the power of voodoo or anything. They got there through the masses. So the same masses, we're still going to apply judgment on them when they leave their post. Because there's no power that is permanent in this country. You come, you go. And when you go, they will now start holding you for the atrocity you committed when you are in government.
Okay, ban on open grazing in the south. So you can see a picture of some people have said it. Going North government secretariat, cows are flooded the front of secretariat, despite the alleged ban on open grazing.
See, we are just blaming all this cow every time. Who are the people behind these cows? Who are the power broker behind these cows? All these herdsmen you are seeing, they are pulling cows all around. They have masters. For them to do this, that means they have gods. They have power broker that is backing them up. And who are the owners of these cows, my brother? They are all these powerful northern elites. These guys are just errand boys. Now, what they did now, it has a coloration that they have a backup. To me, I think they have a backup of some influential people in that north that gave them this cow. Because how can a cow? I used to hear of cows roaming about desert before. Now cows are coming to the town now, not ordinarily the town, the government house, the state secretariat, to take over the job of the civil servant. Is that not what is happening now? They are trying to tell you now very soon, all the secretariats we have in this Nigeria, the cow will occupy them, and they will turn, because I told you.
What is cow looking for?
That's the question. It's so bad. I mean, I'm so surprised. I've not heard this before. And I'm telling you, cow life matters more than human. The way things are now, this government value cow life more than human. You could see yourself. Imagine, this is front of the Delta State government house, Abi? Secretariat. Is it secretariat?
Yeah.
No. Look at cow occupy the secretariat. For what? Do they want to resume? Did cow want to resume as a civil servant then? No. Let's ask ourselves. It has a coronation. There are some, people behind the scene that are beating the drum for all this thing to be happening. And the way things are now, I believe this, the kind of, they're trying to bring threatening down to the government of Delta, because the grazing, ban on open grazing, decision was made in Delta. So that's the message. We need to start thinking ahead and be proactive. That was why where the decision was made to stop the open grazing was in Delta. That is why they send the cows down to Delta to go and protest.
So the cows are protesting?
The cows are protesting. You can see this is a funny country, man. The more you look is the less you see. The more you look is the less you see. The cows are protesting in Delta now because the decision to ban open grazing was carried out in Delta.
Wow. Any rounding up statement?
Yeah, my rounding up statement is, I don't know whether these 2 years remaining for these people to pack their luggages and go their different way. The 2 years is as if it's like 10 years to me. I cannot wait for that 2 years. Again, the way it is now, instead of them thinking about election, I keep saying, let everybody sit down and look how we can pack our way jejely, how we can pack our way. Let Northerns with their cow, let them go their way. Fulanis with their cow, let them go their way. The Easterners go their way. Biafra, Oduduwa, go their way. So the North Central, if they want to follow North, let them go their way. So the way things are now, I'm fed up and I'm sick of the country called Nigeria.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you very much. Get well soon, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hope you recover soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okokondem.
Yeah.
Good morning, Okokondem.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
How are you?
Too fine.
It has been long we've seen you.
Yeah. Even yesterday I was here, but before I came, you people have gone. Yeah.
Cows.
Thank you, my viewers. Thank you, Philip TV. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, for keeping us alive up to today. Thank you for your mercy on the innocent citizens of this Nigeria. Thank you for rescuing us from the hand of bad governances going on in Nigeria. Lord Jesus Christ, I worship you and magnify your name. Thank you for keeping Biafra alive. Thank you for keeping Nnamdi Kanu alive. Thank you for keeping Eastern Security Network alive. Thank you for keeping unknown government alive. Thank you for the soul of our people Nigeria have killed. The youth in Biafra land. In everything you say, Lord Jesus, we should give you thanks. I give you thanks, but your name be glorified forever and ever. Amen. Okay. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem. In this second Biafra Republic, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB, government of Biafra. Thank you. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. No weapon fashioned against Biafra shall prosper. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Say amen.
Amen.
What have you
Cows have taken over Ugweli Secretariat in Delta State.
Yes.
The cows here.
Yes. Cows have taken over. This is to show you a country where cow can speak, but human being cannot speak. A country where cow will live, a human being will not live. A country where cow will has rights to go to secretariat and do work in secretariat. The human being don't have right to go to secretariat and work.
But they are not working in secretariat.
And what are they doing there? They are not working. What are they doing?
They are wondering, they wonder.
They wonder to do where they occupy the seat of the workers. The workers don't see any place to occupy again. Workers don't see any place to enter. Workers don't see any place to sit. Cow is doing the work. Instead of human being to control the cattle and cows, and goats are controlling human being. This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. I thank God that this came to paper
And I thank God, other person, they might, according to the newspaper, they might have posted. I thank God that the whole world is seeing how lawlessness Nigeria is. How lawlessness the Nigerian government is. Lawlessness in Nigeria under this present administration, on watchful eyes of so-called Buhari and his party APC. That will show you that these Fulani herdsmen are above law. Because law have been banned. There have been no open cattle grazing in South again. In this state, Delta State, then they want to start open grazing in Delta State from Secretariat. Small time now, it will be from Okoha's family that they will go and start open grazing. To show you that they are above the law. They are the owners of Nigeria. What they want to be in Nigeria is what is going to be. Look at it. Can women beings do this thing without government coming out using gun to shoot women beings? Ordinary protests last year, October, here in Lagos, government, army, police, and what about human being? But look at how we are secured. Cow is doing its own demonstration now. Nobody shoot them. Order by Mienchi Anla for cow to be taken over. Mienchi Anla. They are the government of Nigeria. Buhari so-called Buhari just a figurehead. You can see it. The whole world is seeing it. Out of provocation. To see what Delta government will do. To see what certain governors will do. Because they have banned open grazing. To show them that your ban is useless. We can do whatever we want in Nigeria. That's what it means.
Okay. Buhari is saying that his government has been, no section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. Buhari insists. People are saying that it's nepotistic, that is one-sided. But he's saying that no section of Nigeria is excluded in my administration. Buhari insists.
He has nothing to do than to defend himself. Personally to himself. He's doing what he's supposed to do to himself, to defend himself. But wisdom will be justified by his children. Wisdom will be justified by his children. The answer in general, not what he said, what the masses are saying, what the public are saying, what the common people are saying in the street, we prove to you that Buhari have failed. The Nigerian economy, Nigeria insecurity, Nigerian appointment of key posts in federal government positions will tell you whether he carry everybody along. Not when you come to south to east, you carry one stupid person, make him minister of pure water. You say you give him post, minister of pure water. You go to another person, another place, south, so-called south and southeast. You go to south to south, carry another person, made him minister of toothpick. You say I made him a minister. You come from west, carry one person, made him minister of Lukman. Sit down there and be looking. You say I made him a minister. Look at Ngige, medical doctor, become a minister of labor. What can he labor? Did he read human management? He was a headman. You could have pushed to health sector. Let us see what he can do there. This is why labor cannot hold. Labor cannot do anything. There's no job, no work, no industry. Labor is for people that are working in the field. Is he a technician? Is he an engineer? Is he a craftsman? Minister of Labor. See the type of appointments he's given. And they say everybody is included. Who is included? Chief of Army Staff, Police IG, Inspector General, Custom Controller, Immigration, civil defense, Navy. Who are those there? Do you see any stupid southeast man there? How much for that one is wise? Even the stupid one did not put anyone there. Look at from 2015 he entered. It was Fulani, Chief of Army Staff, Fulani, Chief of Army Staff. Up to today. Does it mean there's no any general from southeast, south, or southwest there that can handle that post? Custom, does it mean in these southerners or middle belt that are not Fulani can to be there? So all of them are fools. Only Fulani are able to be there. He say he carried everybody along. He carried everybody along. Appointment in NNPC. When he entered, he made this one from Delta State. I forgot his name now.
Which man is that?
The former NNPC director. Under him, before he removed him and put I forgot his name. The one in Sontonyo, 25 billion naira was lost. He came out and cried. Kachuku, yes. Kachuku. See how he slapped that man, removed him and made him so and so. Now he's scary. But this scary, I don't know whether he's the same link or relation with Abba Kyari, the late Abba Kyari, because two of them are Kyari. I don't know whether they link up. Now go to NNPC, go check all the whole posts in NNPC, even cleaner. How many Satanas are there? How many people that is set are producing oil are there working as a workman? Now you come from desert, you leave your onions, leave your cucumber, leave your carrots, leave your cow, then drop on oil where it's not coming from you. You impose on people whom you like and say you are carrying others along. People that are shouting Niger Delta, the Jaws, Niger Delta, we don't want Biafra, we don't be to Biafra, they cannot see this one. How many Niger Jaws are there, having posts there, working there? Are there no beggars in their own property? They are claiming that they are the owner. The job people, I'm talking to them now. We don't want to follow Biafra because of our oil. Who are drinking your oil now? Is it Biafra? Who are sucking your money now? Is it Biafra? Who are marginalizing you now? Is it Biafra? The problem you are in, you haven't come out. You are crying for the problem that haven't come onto you. Come out from this one. You are in the hand of Fulani. In your own land. You are claiming we own the oil. We own the oil. I pity Ijaw people. I pity them. Okay, sorry to them. Final thing to them that is, I'm calling the international community, United Nations, human rights, to come to Biafra land. Go to Biafra mortuaries, all the whole hospital in Biafra land, southeast that has mortuary. Go and see able young men, Nigerian defenders, Nigerian evil army, security men have killed and dumped them in mortuary. Mortuary is food. Let the whole world come and see it. And see what we're passing through in the land of Biafra. We Igbos are passing through. They are holding dialogue for us to still remain in this country that are murdering us, shedding our blood, cleaning our children, cleaning our parents. The upcoming generation that will succeed, they want to wipe us off and Fulani to take our land, in land of Biafra. Let international community, let Britain come and see it. Queen of England that are supporting them, give us Bible and give them gun to be killing us. Take Bible to subdue us. Yes, we believe in God. We believe in Jesus Christ. But that does not make that we be slaughtered like animals. Queen Elizabeth should send the people to come and see, because she is the problem of Nigeria. Queen Elizabeth particularly, House of King James, particularly, is the problem of Biafrans. They don't want us to live. Look at, do you believe that the NSAS killing in Lagos, October last year, was masterminded by British High Commission in Nigeria? British High Commission in Nigeria was masterminded it to come and kill. How many have they masterminded to kill Fulani headsmen? How many arms have carried against Fulani headsmen? Look at what they did now. Nobody's chasing them out. America, EU, United Nations, please, I'm begging you people to come for the rescue of we Biafrans, we Igbos. They want to wipe our lineage off. They want to wipe our race off. They are killing us without declaring full war. They are killing us silently, day and night. Silently. They should come and rescue us. Time is passing. Until when we finish, until when they kill us before they will come. There's no peace in Biafra land though. There's undeclared war in Biafra land though. Up to today, they are killing us. They should come and rescue us. Tomorrow now, when we carry gun, they will say, they are carrying gun. They are killed from the time of IPOB up to today.
Okay.
Please, let the showman help us.
Okay.
I am Mr. Okokondem. Mr. Wakpara, the new Okokondem. I thank my people. I thank the world that are listening. I thank my fans. I thank for the Almighty. I thank our Lord Jesus Christ, who made me to be alive and made others to be alive. I say long live to Biafra and long live also to Nigeria, because I want Biafra to exist and Nigeria to exist so that we can be neighbor to ourselves. I don't want Nigeria to perish, but I want Biafra to exist from Nigeria, which we want to be. Nigeria long live, Biafra long live, so that all of us will be a neighbor to cooperate and not to kill ourselves. Nnamdi Kanu, long live. Long live Nnamdi Kanu, long live Nnamdi Kanu, long live Biafra. Omu Biafra, onara akwanora, onye ndịrị gbagbu deche ndị nche mgbe niile, ọ rapụrụ n'anya, nọ na-eche ndụ unu nche, ka Jehova nọnyere anyị n'aha Jesus Christ. Say amen.
Amen.
Shout amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okokondem. That is a heavy one from him. We are moving to the end of Bystander and the Newsstands. Thank you very much, Lord Michael, for your support. Some of our reviewers have not been feeling fine. We don't have David, Mr. Felix, and also Mr. Kunle. They have not been feeling fine. I will pray that they will recover fast. Thank you very much for listening to us, for being with us for the past 2 hours. Thank you, everyone that have commented, that have participated in the program today. I'm Christian Chuku. The man behind the camera is Bori, a wonderful guy. And also a big thank you to boss Flip TV, Biodu Ukoli. Don't forget, Flip TV NG is our Facebook page, Flip TV NG. You can get there and also get more information from that social media platform. Bye for now, till tomorrow, same time, same place, same platform.